At the very center of American power, there's a beautiful, elegant mask. But it's starting to crack, and through those cracks, a darkness is seeping out. A darkness so powerful it threatens to pull the entire structure down with it.
Right from the White House podium, Melania Trump's denial was, well, it was absolute. Anybody talking about me, they're liars. The photos are fake. The emails are fake. She drew a hard line in the sand, thinking that would be the end of it. She was wrong. So wrong.
Because what came next wasn't silence. Oh no, it was a tidal wave of global mockery, so strange and so specific that there was no way to just ignore it. Suddenly, Iranian accounts started flooding the internet with these bizarre AI-generated Lego videos. And they gave her a new nickname, one that tied her directly to the infamous circle of Jeffrey Epstein, the Epstein Queen. You see, the denial didn't kill the story. It gave it a viral, plastic, smiling face that went everywhere.
But here's the thing. While the world was busy laughing at Lego cartoons, a much more serious threat was stepping out of the shadows. A woman named Amanda Ungaro, someone who lived deep inside this circle for 2 decades, decided it was time to speak. And her words, well, they carry the weight of everything that's been hidden for so long.
Now, to really get what's happening here, you have to understand something crucial. This isn't just another political scandal. It's a predictable psychological pattern, a downward spiral that the famous psychologist Carl Jung mapped out a long time ago. Jung had a name for it, the shadow. It's all the secrets, the shame, the parts of ourselves that we push down and hide behind a perfect public mask. But he warned us, the shadow never really goes away. It just waits, it festers, and when it finally gets triggered, it erupts with a vengeance. And that eruption, it follows a merciless 4-stage spiral. First comes frantic denial. Then projection. You blame everyone else, the liars, the enemies. The third stage is where it gets really nasty, self-destruction. The inner circle starts to turn on itself, to devour itself. And finally, total collapse. The mask doesn't just crack, it shatters into a million pieces. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. This exact same spiral has brought down powerful people before. History gives us a chillingly precise blueprint for what we are seeing play out right now. The pattern is always identical. Back in 1829, President Andrew Jackson's entire cabinet imploded because he ferociously defended Peggy Eaton, the wife of his Secretary of War, against rumors. Flash forward to 1963 Britain. Minister John Profumo lies to Parliament about an affair with a model named Christine Keeler, and the whole government comes crashing down. You see the pieces, a public mask of morality, a female witness at the center, a furious denial from the man in charge, and then catastrophic political collapse. It's the same story every time.
Okay, so with that historical and psychological map in our hands, let's look at how this pattern is snapping right over today's reality with terrifying, absolute precision.
The connections here are absolutely crucial. At the center of this web, you have Paolo Zempoli, a modeling agency head, who sources say acted as a matchmaker, introducing young models to powerful men. Amanda Ungaro was his partner for 20 years. She saw everything. And Melania Trump? After meeting Donald Trump, she got her Einstein visa, the kind for people with extraordinary ability, with help from this exact same circle. And the public, they seem to sense something is deeply wrong. I mean, just look at this chart. It's staggering. The average First Lady has a net favorable rating of +47. Melania Trump's is -12. These aren't just bad numbers. They are historic, record-breaking lows. The public is literally turning away. And this number right here just perfectly illustrates that rejection. A documentary about her, backed by a $75 million marketing campaign, brought in just $17 million. It was a spectacular financial bomb. They put the polished mask up on the big screen, and nobody wanted to buy a ticket. So what you have to realize is this is no longer a private problem. It's not contained anymore. The crisis is metastasizing, it's accelerating, and it's turning into a political and international firestorm. The spiral is picking up speed. Think about how fast this has escalated. For years, it was all just private rumors, whispers. Then came the public denial. That led almost instantly to international mockery. But now we're in a completely new, far more dangerous stage. The direct threat of official testimony from someone who was on the inside for 2 decades. The fallout is now spreading across 3 critical fronts.
First, the personal scandal is becoming political poison, dragging the presidency down with it. Second, this international humiliation is actively weakening the image of American power on the world stage. And third, and this is the classic sign the end is near, the circle is turning on itself. Paolo Zempoli is now being accused of weaponizing ICE against his ex-partner, Amanda Ungaro.
Once a spiral like this starts, it doesn't just stop. It carves its own brutal path forward. And according to this analysis, there are no paths left that lead back to the way things were before the mask began to crack.
It seems like there are really only 3 ways this can go. Path 1, more denial. The mask just hardens as the pressure builds, right up until an even bigger explosion. Path 2, testimony. Amanda Ungaro testifies, and all the secrets spill out into the open for everyone to see. Or Path 3, contagion. The scandal breaks containment and causes permanent, irreversible damage to the brand and the institutions of power themselves.
But here's Carl Jung's ultimate warning, the thing we have to remember. The greatest danger is never the obvious villain. It's never the monster you see coming from a mile away. No, the real danger is the unintegrated shadow, the darkness we refuse to see, the part of us that's hiding in plain sight, right behind a beautiful, elegant, smiling mask of denial. And this brings us to the final, absolutely chilling takeaway from all this. This story isn't really about one person's past anymore. It's not just about one powerful circle's secrets. It's bigger than that now. It's about what we all see in the mirror. When that mask finally, inevitably shatters, the real question isn't what we will see behind it. It's what face America itself will see staring back. And are any of us truly prepared for what's been hiding there all this time?